Welcome to my channel General Hospital, where you can get news about. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. And I am your buddy. Now let's get started. Ava and Spinelli are stunned by what they discover, and she rushes to show Sonny the shocking footage. Today on General Hospital, Nina springs a surprise on Alexis. Anna and Chase question Dex and Joss, and Sasha and Cody push Maxie to work things out with Spinelli. Dustin Cushman. At the hospital, Sonny and Anna talk with Chase. Chase explains Dante was shot, and they think armor-piercing bullets were used. He says he went to the pier when the report of shots came in, and he found Joss and Dex keeping Dante alive. Olivia and Sam arrive and learn Dante is being prepped for surgery. Olivia asks how he was shot, and if Sonny had anything to do with it. Anna explains Dante was pursuing two suspects, but Olivia knows Sonny was there too. She cries Dante is where he is now because of Sonny, and this is all too familiar. Sonny says, I know. They both think back to Sonny shooting Dante. Olivia and Sam walk off. Sonny tells Anna he blames himself, but Anna says Dante was pursuing two suspects. He says the suspects were shooting at him. He thinks about the last time he saw Dante, and he told him to stay out of his way. Dante was trying to protect him even though he made it clear that he didn't want him to. Dex and Joss arrive, and Anna questions them about what happened. Joss and Dex tell her that someone had administered first aid before they found Dante. How can you help this Thanksgiving? Bring them home. Chase sits down with Olivia and Sam and says he's sorry about this. He explains what happened at the warehouse and that Dante went to follow the suspects while he stayed behind to secure the scene. Sonny listens in as Chase says he's so sorry. Sam tells Chase this isn't his fault and they were just doing their jobs. In an exam room, Portia and other doctors take care of Dante, who has a collapsed lung and his blood pressure is falling. They get ready to move him to the OR. Portia comes out to update them all on Dante. She says Dante is being prepped for surgery and they are doing everything they can for him. Dante is brought out on a gurney, and Olivia strokes his hair before he's wheeled off. Sonny heads to the chapel to pray. He tells God he has sinned and will pay for those sins, but to let Dante live. Olivia comes and finds Sonny praying and joins him. Later she apologizes for calling him out. She was just afraid. He says she wasn't wrong as someone was gunning for him, and Dante got caught in the crossfire. She says Dante was doing his job. Sonny feels Dante is one of the only people he can count on right now. Olivia gets a call from Ned and excuses herself to talk to him. Chase and Anna sit down with Dex and Joss to talk to them again about what happened. Joss says they were on their way back to Port Charles and headed to the pier because they heard gunfire was reported and thought it might be Sonny. They again tell her what happened when they found Dante, and Joss recalls finding the phone, and the operator said they spoke to someone else before they arrived. Chase says he arrived and found Joss and Dex with Dante. Anna says it's clear they saved Dante's life, and they are grateful to them. Sam talks with Portia and says she spent a lot of time in this hospital waiting on the people she loves, and it never gets easier. Portia says she'll keep her and Olivia updated on the surgery. At the Invader, Alexis takes a call from a reporter about the gunfire at the waterfront. Nina arrives with someone for Alexis to meet, but Alexis explains she was on the way to meet a reporter. Nina tells her she needs to make time for this. Nina introduces Alexis to Adrian DeWitt, who is a popular columnist looking for a new opportunity. Alexis asks if he's a gossip columnist, but Adrian prefers the term social observer. Nina says they decided this was for the best, but Alexis says she decided that. Alexis thought they were still talking about this, but Nina found out Adrian was looking for a new paper to write for, and this was an opportunity she couldn't pass up. She thinks it will be a good moneymaker for their paper and increase circulation. Alexis really has to get to meet her reporter, and Adrian says he has to be going too. He's not surprised by her reaction, but an effective society column puts a spotlight on all of society and their behavior, and it takes a brave editor to realize that. She is aware of his profession's history and is impressed by how he frames his work. Alexis says she'll be in touch, and he heads out. Nina tells Alexis that she can say it. Nina, you were right. Alexis says she was thinking that she was supposed to have final approval. She admits she was impressed by Adrian, and even Gregory thinks the column may have merit. Alexis explains her problem is with Nina and she's concerned the paper will turn into something she's not comfortable with. Nina says she sees potential in the paper for growth, and she did a great job at Crimson. Alexis isn't disputing her job at Crimson, but the problem is she has a history with people she knows well, like Drew and Sonny, and the history isn't good. She needs to be sure of Nina's motivations here. Nina says she'll just have to trust her. They are interrupted when Alexis gets a call, and Nina can see something is wrong and asks what it is. Alexis says an officer has been shot, and Nina says she'll leave her to her job. Alexis informs her the officer shot was Dante. Sasha and Cody arrive at the deception office to see Maxie, and she tells them that she knows what they've been up to. They admit to meddling in her love life and trying to push her and Spinelli together. Maxie says it worked. They admitted their love to one another, but now they've never been further apart. Sasha is sorry and asks what went wrong. Maxie says Spinelli only pretended to have burst pipes to move in and pay rent to help her. Cody says it sounds like Spinelli did a good thing, but Sasha says Spinelli treated her like a damsel in distress. Maxie says Spinelli disrespected her boundaries, which Cody notes they did too. She says they had good intentions, but Sasha thinks Spinelli did too. Maxie says she's already talked about this with her mother. She also doesn't get why Cody is Team Spinelli as they were at each other's throats not long ago. Cody says he's gotten to know him, and he's loyal, protective, and thinks the world of her. Sasha feels they should try and work things out, and Cody adds that life is short. Maxie asks Sasha and Cody when they will follow their own advice. She tells them now that they don't have her love life to worry about, they can focus on themselves. Maxie heads out. Sasha decides to get home and finish her book. He guesses he'll head home too, and maybe watch a movie. Sasha hopes Maxie and Spinelli work through this, and Cody agrees as they are meant for one another. He admits while he wanted to help them, it was also an opportunity to spend time with her. She says the same about him. Sasha says he knows what she's been through, and she's still not sure she's ready to move on. Cody tells her again he just likes spending time with her, and if this happens, it happens. She tells him in the future they don't need to find excuses to spend time together. Ava shows up at Spinelli's place explaining that Sonny sent her. She says he needs to get the footage sent to Brick, and they're running out of time as the feds are going to come for it. She offers to help, and they begin going through the footage. Spinelli realizes one of his cameras has already been discovered. They turn to a drone that was flying overhead and are shocked by what they see on the roof. Ava asks if this has been tampered with, and Spinelli says it's not possible in this short of time. Ava says they need to show this to Sonny. Maxie shows up needing to talk to Spinelli. Ava takes a tablet with the footage downloaded to it and races off. Maxie asks what is going on. Spinelli explains he and Ava were doing a job for Sonny and found something, but he can't talk about it just yet. Maxie wanted to talk about how they left things, but he isn't up for it right now. She says it looks like he's seen a ghost. Spinelli replies, I have. Spinelli says it's impossible, and Maxie asks him to just tell her. He doesn't think it's possible that he's alive and working against Sonny. Maxie asks who he saw. Ava arrives at the hospital and finds Sonny in the chapel. He asks if they found something useful. Ava says they haven't looked through everything yet, and she's sorry about Dante, but he needs to see what they found. Ava pulls up the footage on the tablet and explains they identified one of the gunmen. Sonny asks who it is. Spit it out. Ava looks at him and says some things need to be seen to be believed and shows him the footage. She asks Sonny, it's him, isn't it? Back in the halls, Anna and Chase talk about the person who helped Dante and how to find them. Meanwhile, Olivia tells Sam that she spoke with the doctors and Dante's fighting hard to live. They embrace. On the next General Hospital, Ava thinks Jason's back to take Sonny out. Chase tells Brooklyn it's not too late to say this isn't the life she wants. Maxie asks Spinelli who he saw on the monitor. Sam calls someone and says help is on the way. Laura tells Drew and Carly they should divide and conquer. Kate's demands to see Spinelli's footage.